Good afternoon, I'm Morris Carlson. Welcome to Euro Truck Simulator 2, where today I'm going to show you a little bit of a truck. But first, welcome to my headquarters inside of Rostock, Germany, where I'm going to be showing you my 2006 Sisu C600, I believe that's how you say it. So I'll be showing you guys around this thing on the inside and out, and then I will be hooking up the trailer for it, and then I will be taking you guys for a little bit of a drive. You ready for this? Let's hop straight into it. So, first and foremost, like I said, this is a 2006 Sisu C600, if I said that correctly. From what you guys can tell, this is an 8x4. It's got 2 lift axles, which I will demonstrate later. But for now, we'll just take a look at it. Not really my favorite looking truck. I'm only driving this temporarily. You can see how many fog lights I have. This is used primarily as a heavy hauler, as you can tell by my trailer right there. That's what we're going to be using later. We're not going to be pulling anything. You can see my little name right under where the driver's seat is. Yeah. You can see my big bull bar, that is the paint color, right in front of the grille with 5 fog lights, and you can see the little train horn that's like right at the very top of it, that's right in the middle of the 4 things. It says Suzu on them. Sisu or whatever. Yeah, it even says the model name right there. It's cool. It's got a Caterpillar engine in it, which is nice. It's got a 16+2 gear shifter. It's a manual transmission. Yeah, and it's got modified pipes. They are not straight pipes. They are turned back and they are not muffled. So, yeah, I'm not sure how much range the fuel is on this. I'm not sure how far it actually goes, but yeah. And like I said, this is an 8x4. So yeah, and it's got 2 lift axles. Like I said, it's the second axle and the 4th axle. So yeah. Now when we move on to the top, you can see I've got more fog lights, and I've got beacons and the siren looking lights on the top for heavy hauling, and the air horns and all that, which yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to show you guys on the outside. Now we'll hop inside the inside here. It is a little dark, and like I said, this is a manual transmission. From what I can tell, this has got like an Eden, which you don't see very often on the European trucks. It's got like a wood look kind of thing on-ish. Here I've got like little blue dice. It's pretty high up. It's got no top bunk. The seats are kind of creamy-ish. This is my temporary truck. It's got like an aftermarket GPS right there. I like having it right there because this is a lorry, as they call them in Europe. Otherwise, it would also be called a cab over. The little look-down mirror thing to see if I'm like right behind a line in traffic. At least that's what I use it for. Anyways, the bed is pretty big. It's almost like a Globetrotter XXL FH16 Volvo. I'm not sure what you see. I've got like a little rotating thingy-majig on the wheel as well. And yeah, now we'll go ahead and power on the truck. Wait for the gold plugs. And we'll turn on some of the lights. And we'll turn on the high beams. Give you guys a quick look at the high beams. And I will also be turning on the beacons. So there's the beacons. Everything like that. And I will do a quick horn. Okay, let's knock it off, and we'll do a couple revs. Okay. Not too shabby for a truck, and we'll do it from the outside, too. And the horn. And a couple revs. And let's knock it off. Okay, so as you can probably tell, like there's little lights as well, like right, like above where the 2 fog lights are on the top, like the little small white lights. You can tell that it's got some of those, and the little aftermarket sunshade. Now I will demonstrate the lift axle. So I just press my right, just push one of my 2 paddle shifters, and then it will go down. There they are. pretty useful for whenever I'm heavy hauling. We won't have to use that today because we're not hauling anything, so we'll put them back up. Pretty handy for that. I think it's also got 625 horsepower, so it's not a flagship. So, yeah. Alright guys, well, what do you say it's time to get this thing for a ride? You guys ready? Let's take it for a drive. So we are just taking this now for a drive. So far from my first impressions, even though it's not my favorite looking truck, it does still drive pretty nice, I will say that. There's not much really that I'm noticing so far, other than the fact that, of course, well, one thing I forgot to mention though is that, my second axle is also steerable. So that's also another thing that's really helpful for me, of course. Because, well, because this is a big truck, of course. It's got so many axles on it. And another thing that's also steerable is the trailer wheels they are all steerable. Like, as you probably saw from the one clip where I made a left turn. It's really helpful for that. Now, in case you guys weren't paying attention to that, I will demonstrate that now. So, here's how that works. So, first of all, we're going to put on my turn signal here, because we're going right now. That's why I was coming into this little place, so I could show you guys. We are going to stop. And we're going to slow down a little. Well, we are going to stop anyways. Make a complete stop. Look both ways. Now just watch my mirror. See, you noticed as it turned. That's going to be that's helpful for whenever I'm getting out of tight spaces like that. So, yeah, that's pretty much, yeah. I wish a lot of our trucks like that in America had a lot of that stuff, like in Canada. Well, in America, some of the trucks are like that too, of course. Now we got a nice little sky rise coming up, so that's going to be really helpful. There's another red light. As you guys can probably tell, like, I think in Germany they go by kilometers. Yeah, they go by kilometers. I have yet to fix the miles on this, because, well, of course I would. Now let's get on the freeway, and we will talk more about this truck. Now, it is a Caterpillar that's in this. I think they're made in America. I have no idea, but it's almost like a Renault, basically, even though it's technically not. Now we're going to go ahead and get over really quickly. I really do like the fact that my trailer can steer as well. That is really helpful for whenever I'm, yeah. As we are hopping onto the freeway. And of course, like every other truck, this thing does have a jake brake. So yeah, another really helpful thing. And here we are, we're now on the highway. We're just going to go ahead and take this thing for a drive, and then we can take this thing back. And here we are on the freeway now. Now I will say that in Germany we go at least 50 miles, or whatever that is. Yeah, I don't pay attention to that. But we will be going like, one thing I would like to point out is one thing that's really good. Every time I'm switching lanes, I always look in both of my mirrors because, well, this is a cab over or a board. And of course, I would wish that they would have, like, if they, like, I know that they have some, like, Scanias that are not cab overs, but I do wish that they had hood mirrors, because those really help as well, for the most part. If they didn't, I don't know what they would do. But, yeah, that's all I have to say for the most part. And as you can tell from the back there, the trailer's doing pretty good. Now, we're not pulling anything today. We're just taking this for a drive. We're not doing actually anything. Yeah, just because I feel like we should. And, yeah. Alright, guys, well, I say it's time to go back to base, actually. I decided I'm not actually just going to wait till we get off to the next freeway, because I don't know exactly where it is. So I guess we'll see you guys at the base. Yeah, so that was a nice little ride. I look forward to doing that a lot more often. So, yeah, there will be a lot more trucks to show you guys when in the next videos come up. But until then, what do you guys think of this? Do you guys think this was a little bit of fun with my little steering wheel here? Pretty cool, eh? Yeah, I hope to do that a little bit more. But, yeah. Until then, guys, let me know what other trucks you would like to see, including American Truck Simulator, which I haven't played in a little bit. But until then, guys, have an awesome day. We'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day, guys.